So let's start with part A. So in the lab handout, step number 1 says build your inverting amplifier circuit from part A of one of your pre-lab assignments and record the parameters you choose for one of your pre-labs. So here's my input resistor and here's my feedback resistor. The circuit for part A for the inverting amplifier is here. So V input, the input from the function generator. Here's the input resistor, the feedback resistor, and here's the output. Here's the pin out. We're not using pin number 1, pin number 5, and pin number 9. Pin number 2 is the inverting input. Pin number 3 is the non-inverting input. Pin number 4 and pin number 7 are the voltage or the power for the amplifier, and pin number 6 is the outputs. So let's start. So we start counting pins from the left side of the semicircle. So here on the breadboard, here's the semicircle. To the left side, here's pin number 1, and then pin number 2. Pin number 2 is connected to the input resistor. Here's the input resistor. An input resistor is connected to the input from the function generator. Let's keep this wire to the input from the function generator. Also, there is a feedback resistor from pin number 2 to pin number 6. There's the feedback resistor. Pin number 2. Here's pin number 6. Pin number 3 is connected to the ground, and I'll be using brown wires to refer to the ground, blue wires for the positive voltage, green wires for the negative voltage. So pin number 3 is connected to the ground. And as we said in the previous lab, we'll be using the lower blue rail to connect the ground, the red rail to connect the positive voltage, the upper blue rail to connect the negative voltage. So let's use the green wire to connect the negative voltage from the DC power supply, brown wire to connect the ground from the DC power supply, blue wire to connect the positive voltage from the power supply. Let's go back to the operational amplifier. Pin number 7 is connected to the negative voltage. So pin number 4 is connected to the negative power. Pin number 7 we're using green wires. So again, pin number 4 is connected and pin number 7 is connected to the positive power. Now pin number 6 is connected to the output. And this is the circuit. Now we're done with step number 1. Now step number 2 is to set up the DC power supply. So step number 3 says connect two 100 microfarad 35 volt capacitors to each of the positive and negative 12 power rails on the breadboard and connect the other end to the ground. This will suppress any oscillations and noise on the power inputs. So here we have the positive or the capacitors. The longer side is the positive side and the shortest one is the negative. So for the positive 12 and the ground, the red rail refers to the positive 12 and the blue refers to the ground. We connect the longer side to the higher voltage. So between 12 and 0, the longer side should be connected to the positive 12. This is connected to the positive 12 and the short side is connected to the ground. We do the same for the negative 12, but now the short side is connected to the negative 12 and the long side is connected to the ground. The short side to the negative 12 and the other side should be connected to the ground.